Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we're tackling a topic that is equal parts exciting and, well, let's be totally honest, kind of intimidating. If you're an absolute beginner looking for a safe, highly effective way to kickstart your fitness journey, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're laying out the 14 Days Safe Start, which is essentially a beginner's blueprint to high-intensity interval training.
So, you're probably wondering, can you actually transform your fitness in just 14 days? The appeal of a 2-week challenge is absolutely huge, right? I mean, they're everywhere online, from social media trends to dedicated fitness apps. But when you hear terms like high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, it's completely normal to feel a bit intimidated. You're probably picturing endless burpees, heavy weights, and basically gasping for air on your living room floor. But what if I told you there's a scientifically backed, super beginner-friendly way to get those incredible results without completely destroying your joints?
So here is our roadmap for today. We're going to cover 1. The 14-day challenge, 2. Why short workouts work, 3. Safe, low-impact modifications, 4. Structuring your 2 weeks, and 5. Recovery and real results.
Section 1. The 14-day challenge, the promise, and the plan.
You know, psychologically speaking, 14 days is the absolute perfect mental window to build a new habit without feeling entirely overwhelmed. Think about it. It's long enough to actually see a shift in your energy, but short enough that the finish line is always visibly in sight. We're talking about a commitment of just 20 to 50 minutes a day for those 14 days. We see this structure brilliantly utilized in immensely popular programs like Chloe Ting's 2-week Shred, which is specifically designed to be beginner-friendly, and Kayla Itsnay's zero equipment plans. The true beauty here is that you need absolutely zero specialized equipment. No dumbbells, no massive gym machines. Literally, all you need is a standard fitness mat and just a tiny bit of floor space.
Section 2. Why short workouts work. The science of the burn.
Now, what's really interesting here as we move into the clinical data is exactly why these short bursts are so effective. In the clinical literature, this is known as WBHIIT, or whole body high-intensity interval training. It uses multi-joint bodyweight movements, so think squats or push-ups, to rapidly elevate your heart rate. But here is the real magic mechanism. WBHIIT triggers something called EPOC. That stands for excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. Simply put, this means your body continues burning metabolic energy for hours and hours after your workout has completely ended, all because it's working overtime to replenish oxygen and repair muscle tissue. It's like leaving your car engine running long after you've parked. And the magic number to trigger this incredible effect? It's 30. Clinical meta-analyses evaluated across 22 different studies show that just 30 minutes a day is the absolute clinical sweet spot. In that really short window, you can achieve significant improvements in your cardiorespiratory fitness and see substantial fat mass reduction. You don't need a grueling 2-hour gym session, guys. 30 focused minutes is your golden ticket. Let's compare this directly to put it into perspective. Traditional cardio, things like long steady-state jogging, takes way longer, yields pretty modest fat loss, and studies actually show it can lead to potential muscle loss, especially in older adults. Now compare that to WHIIT. You've got a much shorter duration, packed with that rapid EPOC calorie burn. But honestly, the most important part is that HIIT provides a powerful anabolic signal. This signal is literally so strong, it actually overrides the catabolic or muscle-wasting environment of a caloric deficit. So you're successfully preserving your lean skeletal muscle mass while you're losing the fat. It's a total win-win.
Section 3. Safe, low-impact modifications. The Safe Start magic.
Okay, I want to reassure every single beginner watching this right now. HIIT is meant to be hard on your lungs and your muscles, for sure, but it absolutely does not have to be high impact on your joints. And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what I mean. Instead of traditional high plyometric impact moves like jump squats and tuck jump burpees, which, let's face it, can be brutal on unconditioned knees and ankles, we focus entirely on beginner modifications. Instead of jumping, you do rhythmic step outs. Instead of full floor push-ups, you do chair-assisted variations. These joint-sparing, no-jumping variations will totally keep your heart rate up, but keep your joints completely safe. So, to make sure you stay safe, here are your beginner rules of engagement. First, do not perform at 100% on day 1. Pace yourself, seriously. Second, always have a chair or a wall nearby for balance. Third, like we just talked about, substitute any jumps with rhythmic step-outs. Fourth, engage your core. This is absolutely vital to protect your lower back during these movements. And finally, just pause and focus on your breathing whenever you need to.
The clinical advice is crystal clear here. Novice trainees should focus entirely on movement mechanics and form, and never, ever on speed. Section 4. Structuring your 2 weeks, pacing and platforms. Okay, let's take a look at how this schedule is actually broken up. You have your work days, obviously, but crucially, look at the vibrantly colored rest days on day 4 and day 11, and the active recovery days on day 7 and day 14. High-intensity training places a pretty significant amount of stress on your central nervous system. Systemic rest prevents muscle fatigue and keeps your cortisol, which is your body's stress hormone, from elevating. And if cortisol stays too high, it can actually stall fat loss. Always remember, you get stronger during the rest, not the workout itself. So how do you execute this whole plan without getting completely overwhelmed? Well, step 1, choose a structured app. Platforms like Daily Burns, True Beginner, or the Sweat app essentially hand you your daily video on a silver platter. Step 2, commit to tracking your consistency for 8 to 12 weeks. And step 3, pair your workouts with nutrition logging using an app like MyFitnessPal. Honestly, pairing a structured daily follow-along video with basic habit tracking is just the absolute most effective way to eliminate decision fatigue during your 14-day start. You literally just open the app and do what it says. Section 5. Recovery and real results. Redefining success. Let's move to and see how this builds, because it's time to shift our focus from the workouts themselves to the crucial components of recovery and setting realistic, healthy goals. This 80-20 split you're seeing, it might be the most important concept you learn today. When it comes to long-term body composition changes, it is 80% behavior and nutrition and only 20% the actual workouts. That massive 80% slice represents your sleep, your daily hydration, and your food intake. You simply cannot outtrain a bad diet or chronic sleep deprivation. Those behavioral factors are the true engines that are going to drive the success of your entire 14-day challenge. And speaking of behavior, look at this specific number, 3,328. What exactly is that? Well, according to fitness sources like the Improved Health channel, that is the average number of steps you take in a low-intensity, 30-minute cardio walking workout. For those active recovery days we just scheduled, you don't need to just sit on the couch. A gentle 3,000-step walk promotes blood flow, enhances recovery, and safely elevates your heart rate without adding any joint stress whatsoever. It's the perfect active recovery. I want to share this fantastic quote straight from the Chloe Ting program FAQs because it just hits the nail on the head. She says, "It's meant to be hard. Do not measure your progress based on the weights on your scales. Look at your physical change and also how you feel." I absolutely love this because it completely normalizes the beginner's struggle. The scale is going to fluctuate daily based on water weight and muscle remodeling, so advocate for your non-scale victories. Do you have more energy? Are your clothes fitting a bit better? Do you feel more confident? Because at the end of the day, that is the real progress. Which brings us to the end of our explainer. I really want to leave you with one thought. What small, low-impact step will you take today to start your 14-day clock? You've got the science, you've got the safe modifications, and you've got the schedule. Literally, all that's left is to roll out that fitness mat, choose a safe, low-impact variation, and take that very first step. You have absolutely got this. Thanks for joining us.